All right, so for today's lesson, we're going to look at applications of linear equations. All right, so we're looking at a little bit of SOL 7.2. Students will solve practical problems involving operations with rational numbers. And 817, continuing on with multi-step equations, but we're just going to be applying them with word problems. So for today's learning target, I can write and solve linear equations in a variety of real-world contexts. All right, so before getting started, let's take a little bit of review. Just looking at our two-step word problems. So it says, two-step equations review. Melanie saves $20 every month in her savings account. She withdrew $60 one time to go shopping, and she now has $280 in her account. Write and solve the equation to determine how many months she had been saving. So the first thing you always want to do is to define your variable. So in this case, I'm going to use x. And the first thing we want to know is, what are we looking for? So it wants us to solve an equation to determine how many months. So x is going to represent the number of months. All right. Now we're going to look at that key information. So it says she saves $20 every month. And then it says she withdrew 61 time, and she now has $280 left. All right. So $20 every month. So what are we using to represent our number of months is x. So we have 20x. We know that she took away $60, and we know that that is equal to $280. All right. So now we're going to solve our two-step equation by adding 60 to both sides. All right, so my 60s are going to cancel, so I'm left with 20x is equal to 340. Going to divide both sides by 20, and we get that x is equal to 17. So what does that 17 mean in context of the problem? So that's where it's the write your answer in a sentence. So it says, Melanie has been saving for 17 months. All right, so the same way we applied it to our two-step equation, we're also going to apply it to our multi-step equation. So for the first one, it says Marvin pays an interest fee of $5 plus an additional $1.25 per game at a local arcade. Altogether, he spends $26.25. Write and solve an equation to determine how many games Marvin plays. All right, so the first thing we're going to look for, what are we looking for? We want to determine how many games Marvin plays. So how many games? All right, so defining that variable, we can use x again. As long as you define, it's fine, whatever you use. So we're going to let x equal the number of games. All right, now we're going to write our equation. All right, so key information that we have here is it's an interest fee of $5 plus $1.25 per game. So that per game lets me know that my 125 is going to be multiplied by x. So I have 125x plus that one-time interest fee of 5, and that's going to be equal to 26.25. I'm going to write my equation up here so that I can solve it. So just rewriting. All right, I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. I get 125x is equal to 2125. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 125. All right, and once we divide, we get that x is equal to 17. What a coincidence. All right, so what does that x equals 17 mean? So we can say that Marvin played 17 games. All right. Now let's take a look at the next example. So this is one we've seen multiple times with consecutive numbers. So the sum of 4 consecutive integers is negative 26. What are the integers? All right. So what are we going to let x equal? We're going to let x equal the number of integers, or x is going to represent our integers. All right, so since we have 4 consecutive integers, we're going to write our equation. So we have to include that x plus 1 x plus 2, and x plus 3, and that's all going to equal negative 26. All right, what's going to be my next step here? All right, so we have a lot of x's going on. We have a lot of like terms. So I have a total of 4 x's, which is going to be 4x. And then I have 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is going to give me 6. And I have my negative 26. I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. I have 4x is equal to negative 32. I'm going to divide both sides by 4. Sorry, ran out of a little bit of space here. And I get that x is equal to negative 8. All right, so if it's saying that x is equal to negative 8, let's think about this. So they're asking us for those integers. So if x equals 8, we know this first x there is 8. Then we have negative 8 plus 1, which is going to give us a negative 7. Negative 8 plus 2, which is going to give us a negative 6. And a negative 8 plus 3, which is going to give us a negative 5. All right, now it's your turn. I want you to pause the video and I want you to try to figure out this one. So it says the sum of 13 and twice a number is 7 less than 6 times that number. What is the number? All right, so let's look here. So defining the variable, again, we can use x, or you can use whatever variable you like as long as you defined it. So you can let x represent the number. Now let's write our equation. So it says the sum of 13. So we're adding 13 and twice the number. So 2 times x is, we know that is going to be equal to 7 less than 6 times the number. So we have 6x minus 7, because you remember less than is one of those turnaround words. Now here's where we're going to start applying those multi-step equations. So remember, our first step is to distribute. We don't have to distribute on either side. The second step is to combine like terms. We don't have to combine like terms on either side. So now we're going to move the variable. So I can either move it to the left or move it to the right. I'm going to move my 2x to the right. So I get 13 is equal to 4x minus 7. I'm going to add 7 to both sides. I'm going to draw an arrow up here. So I get 20 is equal to 4x. Divide both sides by 4. And I get that 5 is equal to x, or we can say x is equal to 5. They both mean the same thing. All right, so when we think in context of the problem, we can say the number is 5. All right, now it's your time to summarize what you've learned from the lesson. Once you summarize, be sure to look at Google Classroom to determine which problem sets and what page your exit ticket is on.